Hi guys, Justin here with Real Shooter.
Smacking it.
Back again with the Ruger Precision Rifle. Went out last weekend. Tried to do a little low development with some 139 Lapua Scenars H4350. I loaded up, started at 41.8 grains, went up to 43 in 3/10 increments. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who's watched the videos, shared, subscribed, all that kind of stuff. Really appreciate it. Alright, this video I'm gonna get into some load development. Very basic. Get into some more details about that. I also made some changes to the rifle, which we'll go over those. And then to wrap it up, I did a 400-yard group on steel target at 412 yards. So that was the first group, and now we'll jump to the target. Alright, here you go. You can see, starting on the left, 41.8 grains, going up to 43. First two, nothing to really get excited about, right around an inch. Actually the first three. And then we had one group show promise, the 42.7. It's right about a half minute. Then I don't know what's going on with that 43. It just opened up. Let the rifle cool between groups. I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Probably should have waited longer. One thing that's got me thinking about doing this test over again is the fact that it was a pretty miserable day as far as heat. It was, I don't know, maybe 9 o'clock in the morning and it was pushing 100. So what this test tells me is, you know, I'll look more around that 42.7 mark, obviously. I feel like I might want to just do this over again. One thing, I tried to get tricky and make my own little target here. Those are 1/2-inch squares, roughly. And I didn't feel like I had a real good, solid view of my aiming point. So I'm going to go back to using 1-inch dots. It's what I've almost always used. And I feel like I can get I'm more precise by aiming at that 1-inch dot with the small black center. I print these targets on like cardstock, and then I have a binder so I can take them off the backer and put the target in the binder and keep it so I have a record, which it works good. But normally I just put 1-inch dots on the paper, which I'm going to go back to doing. Most of the time I was doing the test, I wasn't feeling real confident about how I was shooting. And if you notice in that first group, or that first video, I was slapping the trigger. And that would account for some of these groups maybe not being as tight as they could have been. So I'll work on the fundamentals there. So as far as load development goes, you know, we got one good one out of 42.7. But I think I'm going to do it again. Alright, now, I made some changes to the rifle. One of them being I switched muzzle devices. I went from the Surefire Pro Comp to the APA Little Bastard 2 to try it. The APA Little Bastard 2 is pretty much my favorite muzzle brake. This is just a little look at how simple it is to change. You just bump it with the crescent wrench. You don't really crank it down. But here's the beauty of this muzzle brake, is it's got a jam nut. So there you see the nut. So you put the nut all the way up against the brake, then you screw it on the rifle. Now, you just back the brake off to where it's timed. Then you jam the nut up against the barrel, finger tight. Then you just take a crescent wrench and give it a little bump. Don't really crank on it, just that's all you need. And there you go. Simple on and off. I also added one new thing I really like that I put on this rifle just to kind of try it is the BCM Keymod rail panels. They're like $11 for 5. And one pack will do the RPR perfect. This is just how easy they are to come on and off. Just pop them off. You can see there, they've got a really cool texture to them. They're very light. Put them on all my ARs. Big fan. And then just pop them right in. Really cool texture. Okay, something else we tried this week is Brownells 20 round magazines. These things are $16. I tried them, they're great. The only thing is they've got that finish on them, like that Parkerized finish. And you can see there how the finish is kind of wore off from use. And actually when that finish is gone, I expect it'll go in a little slicker than what it does. For $16, you can't beat them. I'm gonna buy more. And here's a 400-yard group on steel. You can see its elevation's good. It's a little bit left. Stacked it right in there for the second shot. This rifle's really great. So, just wanted to say thank you to everyone for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have more stuff coming soon. Thanks, guys.